What's up, good people? What's up, good people? Back at it again. Uh, gonna go ahead and do the 2020 Gemini forecast. Um, Again, I don't know if this is the first time you ever seen a video of mine. I'm DeAndre Washington, aka Chango, Shango, however you pronounce it, Rising. Um, Speakeasy, Grandmoire. I got a lot of different aliases. However, it's all me. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into this Gemini forecast for 2020. Um, I just did Taurus the last video, and like Taurus, I have a lot of Gemini placement, so I can resonate a lot with Gemini and the things that are going on. So, without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, Gemini. First card I pulled, Five of Cups reverse. Again, cups are they symbolize emotions. They symbolize things that you are passionate about. And based off of this card, it's telling me, Gemini, that you're having some trouble dealing with losses. Something that was lost. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be a family member. You're struggling with the loss that you had that was great to you, and it's putting you in such a place that you just want to be, like throw your own pity party, feel sorry for yourself. And I get it, because sometimes the losses that we take shake us to our core. But as messed up as it may seem, what you're going through right now is for a reason. It's basically to enforce in yourself and for you to understand your strength. We can't always rely on the things that we rely on, or people, whether it be people, whether it be jobs for our finances, things of that nature. The only thing in life that's constant is change. So what this is telling us is that we gotta, regardless of how we feel about things, regardless of how hurt we are, we gotta press on, because without pressing on, it will just lead to the spiral of, just a downward spiral that you don't even want to go through. And think about it from this perspective, and it just hit me. Geminis are air signs. So think about how the spiral would be for an air sign. In my mind, I just envisioned a tornado just spiraling out of control, because things are chaotic. Can't do that. You got to ground yourself, understand that things happen for a reason, and understand that you're strong enough to go through and persevere through whatever it is that you lost. So, Gemini, keep that in mind. Just know that it's not a time for self-pity. What you lost has been lost for a reason, because it's now on you to prove to yourself that you're strong enough to deal with this particular loss. Next card, Ten of Cups. Man, Gemini, it's a lot of emotions going on. Got a lot of emotions going on right now, Gemini. The Ten of Cups tells us that, or reversed, tells us that there's been some betrayal or a feud or some type of disruption to the family dynamic or to a partnership dynamic. So if I could see if like you have a business or something, and something happens between you and your business partner, or like I said, if you had a family member that passed or something like that, and it caused some little bit of strife or caused some uneasiness and some uncomfortable feelings in the family, that's what's going on. Look at this, Gemini. It's all cups. It's all emotion. You got to be able to get through the emotion. Now, I understand that as air signs, you're kind of indifferent sometimes to the emotion, but you can't let the heavy weight of the emotion just throw you off and put you in a position where your whole being is chaotic. So, tens also are indicative of like the full culmination of things, like the full manifestation. So I get that it's not like the best time right now, but like I said before, in reference to the Five of Cups, these are things that we go through to be tested, to know that we are strong enough to handle anything that comes our way. So the feuding, the betrayal that's going on, don't feed into it. Try to your best to be the love that people latch on to, so that you can be one of the building blocks back to your family or your partnership being back how it's supposed to be, because that's what this is about. This is about restoring that the upheaval, or the 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 chaos that's going on. It's now time to find a solution to, you know, get back to that family dynamic, because it's very important that, with the fact that you have this loss going on, the things that you lost, it's very important that you have people that you know and you trust to lean on. Even though this is a lesson about you being strong enough to endure, part of it is being strong enough to be vulnerable as well. So keep that in mind. Just don't feed into any of the bullshit that's going on, Gemini. Be the be a part of the solution, not the problem. Okay. Last tarot card in this particular spread is the Two of Swords. Now, um, swords are kind of indicative of battles that others bring onto us, things that we have to deal with from outside of us. So, what the two tells us, the Two of Swords. So, twos are indicative of like choices, balance, like a fork in the road. You got to make a decision. So, at this point in time, the two is telling us, Gemini, or telling you, Gemini, that you got to find the balance. You can't continue how you've been going, because if you continue how you've been going, things are going to just break and tear apart. You got to be able to find that balance. And that ties into the Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups. It's all about being able to anchor yourself down, be grounded enough to find that peace, and then also be a part of the solution of the chaos that's going on and not feed into it. We got to make a decision to be that balanced and not, go off on the deep end, or let your emotion that you're going through can continue to just kind of have you drift off and not be present for what's going on. It's very important right now, Gemini, that you balance things, that you keep just being righteous at the forefront, because things are going to change for the better. But you just got to understand that you have to make that choice. You may even have to go see a counselor, peer mediation, find somebody that you trust to talk to. But you got to find that balance. It's very key in this point in time. Very, very key. Last card of the spread. It's the Queen of Clubs. Again, clubs are associated with wands, and wands are with your expression. They're associated with expression. Now, the way when the Queen of Wands shows up, it's about like it says like literally like your wife or a woman in your life. So there's a woman in your life that you can either depend on, or kind of just help that you can use to get to help you through these situations. It may even be, in some people's cases, the person who they're mourning. But if that's the case, understand that even though that person is not here, they're not gone, if that makes any sense. Their energy is still here, it's still able, or it's still attainable for you to tap into. So that's the things that happens when sometimes you'll be thinking about a loved one and you'll dream about them and they come to you in the dream, or you feel just a warmth, or you might smell someone who's passed on their perfume, things of that nature. Just like the women in your life that are righteous, that are for you, for your cause, just lean on them, um, you know, to get through the time that you're going through, so that you don't have to just be, you know, chaotic. Because Gemini, I get it. It's a lot going on right now, but you just got to know things are going to be okay. You're being tested. Your strength is being tested, but it's not for no reason. It's to show you that no matter what, regardless of what you go through, you can get through it. You're going to get to the other side, and things aren't just going to be an abject failure. All right, Gemini, let me know what you think. Subscribe to my page. I haven't been saying that, but subscribe. I appreciate everybody that has been subscribing. I'm going to keep rolling with the forecast. And yeah, if y'all have any questions, hit me up. Facebook, Shango Rising. IG, Eternal Student 318. Or, you know, you can hit me on the YouTube video, however you want to. Go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all have a good one. Peace.